I just kind of thought to myself, how hard could it be? Boys do it. Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna just talk about my beginner motorcycle journey. I came across a bike earlier this year. It was actually March 1st to be exact. If you guys want to hear about my journey so far, I guess my first riding season, if you will, as a beginner, just keep watching. So I guess we'll just go over like the basic specs of my bike. I'll be showing like pictures and videos on this side of the screen as we go along. So my bike is a 2009 Kawasaki Ninja. Oh, 250. 250. I got a little, a little scooter to start off with, which is perfectly fine. I cannot remember how much I paid for this bike. Uh, that's bad. Anyway, yeah, so that's my baby. Oh, I saw it and like completely fell in love. I was like, yep, I have to have it. Like there was nothing that was going to get in my way from buying this bike, okay? I was determined. um yeah, so it came a little scratched up already, which is that that's perfectly fine with me. I am not I was never going to get anything brand new. Let's just say that. Like that would give me too much anxiety. I guess we'll just start from the beginning. So I got the bike. I rode it around the block. So first of all, so when I bought the bike, it was at my neighbor's house, like down the road, right? Like walkable distance. So he was like, oh, how are you going to get it home? I just said, I'm going to ride it, you know? Just as scared as I want to be. My heart is racing, but gotta play it cool, like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll just ride it home. I got on that bike and literally, it was like, I just had to get the feel for it.
Oh, here she comes.
This is my very first time. March 1st, 2025 was my first time actually riding a motorcycle, getting on it, cutting it on, putting it in gear, and pulling the throttle, okay? So It was a little nerve-wracking, but I was so excited. And I made it down the road, like perfectly fine. I was like, oh, I can do this. I just kind of thought to myself, how hard could it be? Boys do it. Got the bike to my house. It came with extra fairings. They were different colored, like black and other different colors anyway. I have made two changes to this bike and hardly changes, right? So it came with lights, new signal lights, changed those, and then I also changed well, really I didn't change it, but the little tank sticker, I got new tank stickers to go on the side, like the knee part, and then the top. Anyway, y'all see what I'm talking about. So yeah, everything else, this is exactly how the bike came. I didn't lower it. It is like my perfect height. A woman had this bike before me. She was literally my size, so it was already perfect. Um, and yeah, so super cutesy, super fun. My first day riding, I was basically just getting comfortable with shifting and braking and doing a little bit of turning. I mean, obviously, right? So definitely doing a lot of stalling. But as I've gotten used to it, I'm better at it. I haven't actually stalled in a while. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have said that. My bike is pretty small. I can lift it myself. Yes, I have dropped it. I've dropped it right in the driveway. Well, it was more like at the bottom of the driveway. I was trying to turn and brake at the same time. Turn, grab the front brake, and I went down immediately. I knew as soon as I grabbed the brake, I was going down. You could just feel it, it goes whoop. So it was like a slow motion kind of fall. I definitely was able to lift it up myself, thank the Lord. But the thing was, I didn't put the kickstand down first, so it was a little challenging. It was a little challenging getting it to stand up. But yeah, so that was. Have I dropped it again? No, I've only dropped it that one time so far. So as far as going on the main roads and stuff, I was a scaredy cat. I was a scaredy cat for a little while. I was just riding around the neighborhood and again practicing, just not really trying to go on the road, right? So it took a while. So I just rode around the neighborhood until I ran out of gas. And then that forced me to leave the neighborhood to go to the gas station. So I made my cousin ride with me to the gas station. He owns a bike too. So I made him ride with me. And I was so scared, but we made it to the gas station. I made it alive. I was so happy. I was like, wow, I did it. Because I don't know, like riding in the neighborhood when there's no cars coming and going is fine. But on the road where everybody is like, you have to um, pay attention to so much more, right? So in the neighborhood, all I have to do is focus on me on the bike. But when you get out on the road, you have to think of yourself and everyone around you. And that takes a lot more mental energy, right? So I will say going out on the road, and I've gotten used to it now. Yes, I've taken a couple of adventures. I've taken a couple of adventures since my first trip to the gas station, right? But I will say the more practice that I got out doing it was more so automatic. Like I didn't have to put so much mental energy into shifting and braking, checking my mirrors and stuff. Like it comes a lot more natural now, and I don't have to think about it. All I now I can just mostly focus on my surroundings and watch out for obstacles, things like that. People pull out in front of you, whatever. Like I said, I've been riding around. I went to my first bike night. Woo and it was fun. Okay, it was really fun. We rode down to Charleston. So I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. We rode down to Charleston, and when I tell you I was sore, I was sore. It okay, I won't say it was like super bad. It wasn't terrible, but it was maybe an hour 30, 45-ish away. Um, but yeah, highway, oh my God, riding on the highway. Let's go ahead and segue into that. So, city riding, you have to pay a lot more attention to the surroundings, right? Which you have to pay attention to your surroundings anywhere, but city riding in particular is a lot more like you gotta keep your head on the swivel, of course, anywhere, like I said. But it's a lot more, I guess you could say, intense. Um, a lot more stop and go. With highway riding, you have less of that, right? So you're just trying to create, keep your space around you. You're floating down the highway, right? Because if the highway is 70 miles per hour, if the speed limit is 70, I'm going at least 80. That's me being real, okay? I'm just telling you what I do. You gotta ride your ride, all right? But anyway, going down the highway, I get beat up by the wind a lot. I don't know how to help that. like, like I could like all I had to do was literally just hang on. Just hang on, stay off the side of the road, stay out of the grass. Like it took a lot out of me, if that makes sense. Like I was actually just the wind on me like that, like pushing me around. It was really I didn't really care for that too much, honestly. I guess you just get used to it, right? Anyway, so yeah, that's one thing I did note. I will say this, so with my bike being a 250, it's really it doesn't go fast, right? That's not it's not gonna go fast. But I will say the fastest I've gone on this bike. This is me like unprofessional, right? Not any expert at all, right? Y'all see the title, beginner, okay? The hardest I've pushed this bike was 90 miles per hour is what like I said, unprofessional baby biker. I got up to 90 and I didn't notice anything crazy happening. The bike didn't give me any issues. Mind you, let's get into that. This bike has not given me any issues. I could not have bought a more perfect bike for myself, honestly. I guess we can segue into the next topic, which is I got the bike first. Everything else came after, okay? I have a jacket that came with the bike. Um, like I said, the lady was my same size, so she gave me the jacket too. I have the jacket, which has the padding in it. I have some gloves. I made a trip to Cycle Gear and bought some gloves. And that is it. That is all. My uncle and cousin have a lot of helmets, so I didn't feel the need to go buy a helmet. You always need to dress for the fall, not the ride, okay? We already know that. Just to wrap this video up, I know y'all are tired of me yapping. This video is probably all over the place. I really am enjoying my biker girl journey. And yeah, like this has been really fun. My parents ride, my family that I'm around a lot of the time rides too. So it's just like a fun thing to do together. Yeah, learning a lot. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down in the comment section and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.